welcome back for my final morning report analysis video with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hanset Markets on Wednesday the 19th of July. Looking at gold, we've seen this dollar which has started to strengthen again, or I say strengthen, it's started to rebound, and subsequently we've seen the gold price ticking lower. Now, is this arguably the end of the recovery, or is it just a blip in the recovery? I think it's probably more to be a blip, because you've got this run of strong bull candles which has taken it through some key levels. You've got the underside of that old uptrend. Let's zoom out here, you can see that old uptrend, which breaking strongly back through that is a positive signal. You've also back above the now rising 144-day moving average. You're also back above the old pivot at 1240. Now, yes, you've just dropped below the pivot today, but I think ultimately on the hourly chart you can see that it is, generally speaking, a sort of a pretty positive recovery that I think is likely to continue. You could argue there is sort of room for a bit of a an unwind within the recovery, and we are seeing that at the moment. You've sort of got the hourly RSI back to 40, MACD lines back towards neutral, but already the stochastics are starting to turn up. So the old support becomes new. Sorry, old resistance becomes new support. So you've got 129 base. 1229 basically being the main one. Breakout support, but then you've got sort of 135. Which had been Monday's high, became sort of a basis of support yesterday, and a basis of support again today, as the market has sort of retreated and bounced. So that becomes your initial support, and 1229, I think, is key, I think, to continuation of this recovery, because that is that reaction high here that we saw back in early July, which is basically the last reaction high within the downtrend. So that becomes your basis of support near term. That's key. I think if you start to see a retreat that gets bought into, you could see, as on the hourly chart where I've sort of drawn this uptrend in, another higher low. So that would be what you'd be looking out for. Probably a higher low between 1229 and 1235. So that would be what I'd be looking for, and then a move back above 1240 to re-establish this sort of range play that you'd see between sort of 1240, 1260, which is, I'm going to say, a neutral range, and then above 1260 you become more bullish again within this sort of medium-term range that we've seen developing over the last sort of 4 or 5 months on gold. So that is my take on gold for today, and I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you.